Imagine standing in the center of a bustling city, towering skyscrapers overhead, the air pulsating with the racket of honking cars, the ground still damp from a morning drizzle, and the scent of tarmac rising in the air. Now close your eyes for a moment and transport yourself to a contrasting world. We're in a serene forest where the air is fragrant with pine. There's a soft breeze caressing your face, and the gentle rustling of leaves is the only sound that graces your ears. Okay, open your eyes. Did you feel that shift? In just a few seconds, we traversed from urban chaos to natural tranquility. This reminds us of a stark contrast. This stark contrast reminds us of a profound truth about our existence. That despite being embedded in a concrete jungle, for many of us, we still harbour an innate connection to the natural world. A bond that modern life may have veiled but not severed. So we live in an age where the majority of our time is spent indoors. Children play outdoors less than their parents did, potentially leading to behavioural or health issues. So it's becoming evident that we need to bridge this gap. How do we bridge this gap when our lives are entrenched in concrete and screens? So as we edge closer to environmental catastrophe, we find ourselves ensnared in the digital realm, chained to computer screens, tethered to smartphones, even isolated within our own cities. It's glaringly evident that we need to rebuild our bond with nature. And in doing so, we not only tap into its profound benefits, but also deepen our understanding of the detrimental impacts our actions have on the world. So tree stories, they're quite simple and beautiful. They invite us to relive our encounters with trees, re-nurturing our bond with nature, while weaving in some health benefits such as stress relief and also improved well-being. So by deepening our understanding of the natural world and its fragilities, we might be encouraged a lot more to take more emphatic and proactive action towards environmental conservation. Now, over the past 4 years, I've collected countless stories about people and their connections to trees. These narratives range from environmental to botanical, from historical to personal. They serve as potent antidotes for this disconnect we have with nature. So they're not, rather than just tales, they're more like pathways that lead us back to our intrinsic bond with the living world, giving us insights to our own identities, giving us fresh perspectives on our environmental challenges, and also fostering community. So tree stories ignite our curiosity. They allow a deeper understanding of ourselves, but they also remind us that we are part of a greater community of life. Now, many of us may have experienced exposure to natural environment, might promote more self-reflection as well as reduce stress. So a few years ago, I found myself seeking solace in the woods during times of trouble during the pandemic, and there was a regular walk I usually take. But there was one sturdy old elm that had caught my eye that never really paid attention to before. It dawned on me that trees, much like people, have their own stories of growth, resilience, and survival. This tree wasn't just a plant, it was a symbol of perseverance and connection. So, driven by this epiphany, I decided to delve deeper into the tree stories. The idea wasn't just to talk about trees, but to explore what they reveal about living, adapting, and coexisting. So this visit or experience in the woods propelled me to advocate for tree stories. I wanted to create platforms where people could explore and share their connections with trees, but also foster a greater appreciation for the natural environment and, and all of the benefits that might embody. So I hope in sharing this, you might consider and explore your own connections to nature, particularly through stories of the trees that might surround us. Now, storytelling on the natural world transcends cultural and linguistic barriers because they reveal our shared concerns and values for our planet. Our tree stories, they're like trees themselves, the great connectors. They remind us of this pattern that connects, not just with each other, but with all living beings. I believe this shared narrative could be a catalyst for improved action towards environmental conservation and ecological protection. Now, in contemplating our bond with trees, we might ask ourselves, what is air? Air is 400 million years of forest breath. Each breath we take is a gift from trees. This highlights our fundamental connection to the natural world. And it also highlights the reciprocity that sustains life. Each breath we take is a kiss of life, an intimate exchange that reminds us of the role trees have in our own shared story. Now, our disconnection to nature has often been cited as a contributing factor to modern stress and mental health issues. Studies have repeatedly shown that time spent in nature significantly improves our stress relief and also our overall well-being. So engaging with nature, even through storytelling, can promote outdoor activities, foster greater engagement with our natural environment, with tangible benefits for our health. So what is your tree story? Does nature speak to you? And how do you connect with it? Our shared stories, they not only reconnect us with our own experiences, but they contribute to a collective understanding and appreciation of our natural world. Your tree story has the power to inspire change, to foster empathy, and advocate for a world that sees nature not just as a resource, but as an integral part of our identity. Our connection to the natural world is undeniable because it's embedded in our very being. By embracing and sharing these tree stories, we champion a vision for a regenerative, restorative world, where the protection of nature is synonymous with our own survival and prosperity. Our tree stories are transformative. They change the way we see ourselves and the natural world. So let's commit to leaving a legacy, one that not only enriches our lives, but ensures the flourishing of future generations and the greater community of life on our planet. Thank you.